6:35 in the morning and Gizmo is terrified because we've gotten up and gotten dressed. Hello. Are you nervous? You're not going anywhere. Going to be fine. I know. I know. When mommies put clothes on, it's very scary. Because that means they're going O-U-T-S-I-D-E. I will yawn and be tired, and then they will think I am not a threat.
Is that better? A blanket. Anxiety blanket.
No, you have to stay here.
Luna's very angry, as per usual.
Hi. I know, I'm sorry. I love you.
I know. And now Gizmo's crying. No, I won't look at you.
No, it's the saddest thing ever. Can I help you, sir? You're gonna rub on my phone. I don't want that in my face, thank you. What are you doing? Why are you like this? It has to rub on everything. Everything has to smell like Artemis. Hi. Am I not allowed to do anything? I'm not allowed to watch YouTube videos or get any work done because Artemis has to. Stop! Don't rub on my coffee. He just does this. He just walks back and forth on my desk, expecting to be pet. Oh, he's very calm right now. Even though when we were trying to go to bed last night, he was being a. Yeah, you were a jerk last night. You kept your mommies awake. You barked very loudly for no good reason. You were so rude, sir. Yes, you should feel ashamed. Oh my god. Look at you. You're just ridiculous. Stop eating my cable. Stop! I should it out of your mouth. Stop. No. No. Stop. No eating cords. No. Hi. Oh no. I'm sorry.
He looks so bedraggled.
I know. It's awful. Oh.
She's still a little out of it. She's beating on the floor. Y'all, today was a fucking dumpster fire. Also, I hate everything.
Hey. So,
for the record, Luna is fine. She went under anesthesia with no problem. Turns out the tooth that they were concerned about was not infected, so it did not need to get pulled. Her teeth cleaned up beautifully. Yeah, so Luna was fine. They texted us at, I can't remember what time, 1, 2, something like that, to let us know that she had, been put under and they had started her procedure. And then we got a message after it was done, letting us know that while she was under anesthesia, Luna had bit one of the vet techs, and so now they had to, by law, report that to the county. I understand that it's law and it's all, I guess, done, in an abundance of caution to make sure, does this animal have any horrible diseases? Mostly rabies. Make sure if the person that was chomped on, if they were exposed to that they get the proper treatment. And I totally get that. But, she was under anesthesia, she was drugged up, and you put your hand in her mouth. I don't know. I think it just bothers me because you hear, we have to report this to the county, and your mind automatically jumps to, the worst situation. But at the same time, it completely wasn't her fault, i.e. Luna's fault. She was under anesthesia. She was unconscious. It was just a reflex. Kylie and I were joking later that she probably was dreaming about food and felt something in her mouth and just, you know, closed. So that happened. And then Gizmo also had an appointment this afternoon, and I think I mentioned yesterday that Gizmo hates the vet. Gizmo does not do well at the vet. He hates the vet. Hates the vet. When we lived in San Francisco, we had our vet come to our apartment and we could hang on to Gizmo, and so if they needed to give him a vaccine or do something that made him, you know, uncomfortable, he couldn't bite someone because we could hold him and restrain him. And even when somebody came to get Gizmo to take him inside, because, you know, we can't go with him because of all the COVID restrictions, and I totally get that, I mentioned, like, hey, can we get, like, a muzzle for him? And they were like, oh, no, it's fine. You know, if we need to, we'll bring him back out and you can put a muzzle on him. That was a bad idea. So as we're sitting outside in our car waiting to hear about how Gizmo's doing, and usually the vet will do a video conference sort of thing with the appointment for our animals, but we did not receive that video call. We got a regular phone call, which was sort of weird, and they let us know that Gizmo had also bitten one of the vet techs. But yeah, that was, you know, super exciting to have our second pet of the day bite someone. As you can imagine, this was very stressful and upsetting, especially after saying, like, hey, can we put a muzzle on Gizmo? And also, you know, he's been to this vet before. This is his second visit, and we had gone over sort of his history and all of the problems he has and the really high anxiety and PTSD that he has. And I don't know that if they just didn't check it beforehand, or I don't know what the heck happened, but it was just, it really sucked to be trying to do everything right. And we had given him this sedative, you know, a couple hours beforehand as instructed to help, you know, try to relieve some of that anxiety so that he was, you know, a little more confident and less scared. But it wasn't enough for Gizmo because his issues are just so severe. So yeah, we were kind of upset. So one of the vets called us and reassured us that really what should just be happening is that, you know, they both undergo a 10-day quarantine, which is fine. Like, Luna's an indoor cat. We never let our cats outside, so there's no issues there. Gizmo, again, doesn't want to leave the house. He barely does anyway, so it's not going to be an issue keeping him inside. He's not going to run away because he can't handle not being near us. But yeah, that was pretty garbage. Yeah. So that was my day. Also getting up at like 6:30 to take Luna in and not having any kind of like nap or rest. Just and then I spent an hour making dinner, and now I'm sitting here in front of very bright lights and I'm very warm. Also, like, you don't want to get like a reputation with your vet. You know, you don't want to be fired by your vet. We know that it wasn't Luna's fault and that Gizmo has issues. He's not a violent or aggressive dog. He has problems. Gizmo, despite not having any kind of like physical ailment, I definitely feel like he's a special needs animal. He needs special care and he needs accommodation. Like, he's not a normal dog, and I love him very much, and I wouldn't trade him in for the world. So I feel crappy. So yeah. That was fun. But I feel stressed and anxious, and I feel kind of like garbage, so yeah. Yeah, I feel terrible. Today sucked. What can you do? I hope your day was a heck of a lot better than mine. Bye.